SYNCO have just released a brand new G2 wireless transmitter and receiver set for use with digital cameras. It comes fitted in a hard case for protection. The case contains both the transmitter and receiver, plus all the accessories that come complete with the SYNCO G2. Besides the transmitter and receiver, SYNCO actually provide you with all the cables that are necessary to get you started making your first recordings. So let's look at the accessories in a little bit more detail and explain what each one does. First, and probably the most important accessory, is the charging cable. Now, this is a USB Type-C connection. Both transmitter and receiver can be charged at the same time using the one USB socket. And this is very handy if you're on location. And the charging time is roughly about 1.5 hours, and the battery life will last about 8 hours recording time. Next is the camera cable. This is a 3.5mm TRS cable, and this connects the receiver to the camera. This sends the signal that you've transmitted via your transmitter to the receiver, and that in turn feeds the camera or camcorder. Included with the kit is a high quality lavalier microphone. This produces excellent sounds, which we'll demonstrate a bit later on, but it actually performed extremely well. Included with this is a wind puff. Now, this didn't actually prevent a lot of wind noises from hitting the microphone. However, it does control the explosives, like in the letter P. For the photographer or enthusiast who may want to record their videos on a smartphone, then SYNCO provided a useful phone cable connection, which is a 3.5mm TRRS connection cable. Of course, the star contents of this package is both the transmitter and receiver. The transmitter specifications are a digital 2.4 GHz and has a working distance of approximately 230 feet, audio input of 1.8, which is a 3.5 TRS mic input. The battery type is a lithium battery, and the battery charging time is roughly 1.5 hours. And the battery life is approximately 8 hours. There's a TFT screen display, and dimensions 52 x 42 x 17 millimeters, very small indeed, and it weighs in at 39 grams. The receiver has similar specifications. It has audio output using a 3.5 TRS mic output and also a 3.5 TRS headphone output, so you can actually monitor the sound as it comes in. On the side of the unit there's a power on button, plus also at the top there you can see the USB-C charging port, and this connects to your twin cable. Both the receiver and the transmitter have this fitted. At the rear we've got a clip. This can clip onto your shirt or a jacket or whatever, and it can also fit in the camera's hot shoe as well. On the other side there is a gain control, which is at the top there, plus at the bottom there is a pairing. It presses for 3 seconds and it will pair the transmitter and the receiver together. The receiver also has a gain control. By pressing the button several times you can go from +3 to +6, +9, +12, +15 and back to 0 again. The ideal setting would be +3. At the top there you can see the symbol that indicates that the microphone is active and also it's been paired. And of course we've got the battery level on the top right hand side indicating how long you've got. The LCD screen displays your power levels. Now be careful not to set your gain too high, otherwise you start getting distorted sounds. Here set at number 15, we can see that the red bars are coming in. This means your sound is going to be distorted. So keep it down to +3 and keep your camera sound level down to a minimum. The receiver will actually give sufficient sound output for a good recording level on your camera. And of course you can monitor the sound via the headphone socket here. You can plug in a set of headphones or the earpieces that came with your mobile phone. There's also the output there, and that feeds directly into your camcorder or camera. On the side of the transmitter you've got the mute button, which also serves as a power button, and above this we've got the USB-C charging port and the microphone 3.5 TSR. This side we've got a low cut filter which cuts the sound by 150 kHz, and below this we have the pairing button. Press this for 3 seconds with the receiver to pair the two units together. On the top of the transmitter there's a built-in omnidirectional microphone which produces surprisingly very good quality sound. Also at the top there's two little holes, and this will accept a dead cat, and this dead cat will reduce any wind noise, and they are very effective, although I'm not sure why they're called dead cats. A small pin is supplied, rather like the pin that you get with a mobile phone for extracting the SIM cards, and this will reset the entire unit for you. The receiver will fit into most cameras' hot shoes or cold shoes. The only trouble being that it's very difficult now to see through the viewfinder, as this does protrude a little bit over the back end of the camera. However, if you've got a LCD screen that flips out or opens up, then obviously that's not going to be a problem. In the next clip I'm demonstrating the sound quality that can be obtained from the built-in omnidirectional microphone that's incorporated into the transmitter.
We're in Greenwich Park in London, UK, and currently we are by the Royal Observatory, which is over there. It was built in the 17th century under the reign of King Charles II. And down at the bottom of the hill, this white square building here is the Queen's House, which is a 17th century palace which was built for Queen Anne of Denmark. She was the wife of King James I.
The G2 transmitter also comes complete with a lavalier microphone, and this is less obtrusive than maybe having the full-bodied unit on your lapel. It also comes complete with a little wind guard, which is not terribly effective, but it also serves as a pop filter, so there's explosives like a P and an S. It will cut down all those explosives on you. But all in all, I think the sound quality is actually rather good from this system. I'm quite impressed with the sound quality of this unit.